Hello. Today is the 31st of October 2025, aka Halloween, and I am going to be covering today's price action, if I took anything, if I didn't take anything, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so coming into the day, what was my bias? Bullish. Why? Because we were inverting this 4 hour fair value gap. What did we have? We did have like these slanted highs above, which I wanted to target. These were like great highs, as well as this, wait, which one? Yeah, this hourly bearish unfilled fair value gap. What do I want to see straight at market open? Well, we had lots of low resistance liquidity that I wanted to see get hit before we could go any higher. We were also quite overextended on the, I guess, hourly as well, which I did eventually want to see get, go back to equilibrium, which would play out later today. Sorry, will play out later today. Or not play out, it's already played out. Anyway, at market open, where is market open? Right here. I had loads of these lows. We did have this 15-minute bearish fair value gap, which would have made a great entry for shorts if we did close higher. If we did close higher and filling this 15-minute bearish fair value gap, I'd assume that we just go lower and take out all of this low resistance liquidity, because I did want to see that get hit eventually. But wait, why is it? Why do I have weird gap? Anyway, at market open, what did we do? We continued lower. We went into this 4 hour fair value gap. We didn't create any SMTs here. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. We traded down into London and Asia lows. I didn't get an entry off of that, even though I did want to. We had these intermediate lows that did get hit as well. But I still did want longs, because after we traded into equilibrium, we did see a rejection out of that. I mean, basically, it's a take look at this. But I didn't really get an entry because I don't have the 30-minute time frame. Sorry, not 30-minute, 30-second time frame. I only have the 1 minute. Apparently, there was an entry somewhere around here with stops around here targeting this 5-minute unfilled fair value gap. Right, we have this 5 minute. However, my break even would have been here, as I usually go break even at the internal highs, and I did see this as a potential market maker buy model, and we did also fill like 3-minute fair value gaps right here. They weren't unfilled. No, they weren't unfilled. They weren't unfilled, but we did trade into all of them basically. So there was no point in us going any lower, because at that point it's just like, I'm not going to long off of that. I did, however, like longs after we filled EQ, because we had all of this displacement lower. For example, on the 5-minute, you see we were pretty like overextended again on the 5-minute and the 15-minute time frame. So I wanted to see at least the 5-minute get retraced if we wanted to go any lower. Which, this would have been a good trade if I had the 30-second time frame, in my opinion. This was also a 10-minute open, low, high close. Wait. I know. I don't remember which one it's meant to be, but we did open lower. We filled EQ and then went up. Then we retraced. What am I doing? Inverse the 30-second fair value gap with all of this low resistance liquidity that I did want to see, trade into, with that 5-minute unfilled as my TP, because did we have a 15-minute? Oh yeah, it was also a 15-minute, which is the best possible scenario for the mech model. Again, unfortunate, no entry. Would have been a really good trade, but alas, it was not meant to be. Then I got off because this, you know, I really don't want to trade this. This is just straight chop to me, these candles. I know that some people took it on this resweep inverse fair value gap, which would have been fine if I would have taken this if we didn't have this chop before. And I figured that if we wanted this low resistance liquidity, we would have probably already taken it. But again, where was the 15-minute? What was it? Yeah, I wanted this again, the same targets. I wouldn't have entered off of this. I would have put a limit order around a 1-to-1 with my break even. I'm considering where I would put my break even. Probably right here, honestly. Again at the internal high, because we did look like we were displacing a lot, and I didn't want to see us slowing down after that. So I would have been breaking right around here. A full TP would have gotten hit, but again, like I didn't want to trade after I saw all of this. Again, October just isn't. It's just not high probability. I did take a loss, I think, yesterday, a really small loss. By the way, this is still paper trading, so but I'm treating it as a real funded account because, you know, I feel like it's pointless to try and buy a funded account when you don't know for sure that you're profitable, which I don't think I am yet. So it's all about making the right decisions for now. Obviously, the decision making will be a lot easier when we get good price action. With the government's shutdown, it's not been that great. So again, I would have taken this if we didn't do this. Again, with this, I would have taken this if I had the 30-second time frame. Obviously, I couldn't enter off of it because I'm not going to enter off of something if I don't know for sure. If we had it, I'd like to find out that we did have it, but again, I'm not risking that. So that is today's trade recap. We did end up filling. Did we end up filling Equilibrium? Yeah, we did end up filling Equilibrium of this leg before continuing any lower. And we're probably going to go to previous day high. Yeah, probably going to go to previous day low. I'm not sure though. Again, I don't trade past 11 a.m. New York time, so I don't swing trade either, so I'm not gonna look at it for now. So yeah, I'm just gonna probably look at my trades that I made this week over the weekend, try to see if I can improve on something, which I did actually find. I found that entering off of like small, like I'll draw it out real quick. So imagine we have like, you know, this type of candle. Right, horrible drawing, I know, just bear with me. And we had this inverse, sorry, bearish fair value gap, and then we got this, right? Sorry. Then we got, so imagine this is like a key level or something. There we go. And we end up inversing it, but just by like half a point or something, right? This I shouldn't take. Why? Well, because it's not really a healthy close, is it? It's like, it's, you know, it is an inverse, but it could just be a fake out because we could then just continue lower and stop us out. So I think I'll end up just because I found that it increases my win rate a lot, and I mean a lot, by the way. So yeah, I should probably start using this, and I will start using this from here on out. So this is just a reminder for me when I check back on this video. Start using this. This will help you a lot in your win rate from I'm talking about like 10% increased win rate with this, by the way. As I looked at my backtesting results. So yeah, that's price action for today. Yeah, I will see you on Monday then.